This is the zombie movie many consider the best, sparking interest in the genre. It's the Resident Evil that premiered 20 years ago. Today, let's take everyone back to this perilous hive to experience the oppressive feeling of being surrounded by zombies. It all starts with a tech company called Umbrella. They engage in various activities, from military weapons to condoms. While appearing legitimate, they secretly conduct illegal genetic and bioweapons research. Due to the project's high confidentiality, they set up the biogenetic research base 30 meters underground in Raccoon City, naming it the Hive. This place will become the source of all calamity because it houses the company's latest T-virus. The blue vial is the virus source, and the green vial is the antidote. One day, an uninvited guest sneaks into the lab, not only taking all the vials but also deliberately breaking a vial of the virus source. As it evaporates and spreads through the air, it travels through the ventilation ducts to every corner of the base. A disaster is imminent, but no one knows. The Hive houses a super AI, the Red Queen, which prevents virus leaks. Upon detecting the T-virus outbreak, it seals the base, using gas and mist to eliminate all employees inside. These people could be infected with the T-virus, and even one escaping could spread the virus. The scene shifts, and the female lead appears. She appears to have lost her memory, faintly remembering a previous shower. The villa before her feels very unfamiliar. The photo suggests she has a husband. Confused, a man suddenly pushes her from behind, urging her to flee. Before she understands the situation, special forces burst in through the window. The man is quickly subdued, and the captain rushes to Alice, repeatedly asking for a report, further confusing her. The captain isn't shocked to learn she's lost her memory. After some procedures, they unlock a hidden door in the villa. Through the passage, a train with the Umbrella logo is parked below. This is the death train to the Hive. As they depart, they discover an unconscious man in the carriage who, like Alice, has lost his memory. Upon closer inspection, isn't this man Alice's husband from the photo? Soon, the train arrives at the Hive entrance. Just as they're about to enter, Alice can't help but ask what exactly is going on. The hacker captain doesn't hide it. He claims they are Umbrella Corporation mercenaries, including Alice and Matt, the man found on the train. They handle emergency security tasks. Alice and Matt are a fake couple in the villa, hiding their true identities while guarding the secret passage to the Hive. This is an emergency route for urgent situations only. They likely lost their memories from inhaling a small amount of leaked gas from the Hive, which will recover soon, so no need to worry. The unknown identity is the man in the villa. Data indicates the Red Queen sealed the Hive and used gas to eliminate all employees. They must go in to shut down the Red Queen and find out why. After saying this, they open the main door. Once the gas dissipates, they descend further, discovering rooms flooded with employees' bodies. What could have caused the Red Queen to use such drastic measures to kill everyone? They must find out quickly. At this moment, a corpse suddenly opens its eyes unnoticed. The group has now reached a lab with pipes connecting to containers, seemingly cultivating strange creatures. Old A assigns 2 team members to watch the unidentified man while the others proceed. They quickly arrive at the control room for the Red Queen's chamber. The keyboard warrior opens the passage, but as they enter, the entrance closes, raising their alertness. A beam of light flashes ahead, forming a trap that comes at them. The female team member reacts too slowly, and her head is severed. There's no time to breathe as another trap attacks. The team member instinctively jumps high to dodge, not expecting the trap to be relentless. Only Old Black, with his impressive skills, dodges the deadly blow. But the next scene leaves him in despair. When the door opens, everyone is shocked by the sight, their scalps tingling. Now the captain is gone, but the mission must continue. With the keyboard warrior having cracked the security door program, there should be no more danger now. It was still terrifying. Only Alice agreed to go inside. As they were about to shut down the Red Queen's mainframe, her holographic projection appeared. She warned against shutting down the mainframe, fearing a disaster. The technician, worried the Red Queen could go insane like Skynet, ignored her and shut it down anyway. "You will die here," she said. As the Red Queen's voice faded, the Hive security system failed. The creatures in the containers stirred, and sealed rooms opened. Rain, guarding an unknown man, heard a strange noise. He gravely investigated and found a surviving staff member. As he moved to help, the person unexpectedly bit him. They didn't grasp the seriousness of the situation or the significance of the wound on his hand. A teammate drew a gun and warned the person, but they seemed unaware. He then fired 3 shots, yet the person remained unfazed. Realizing something was wrong, they emptied their magazines, knocking the person away. The gunfire also drew Alice and the others over. Rain briefly explained the situation, but the teammate discovered that the person they shot was gone. That's impossible. Before they could figure out what was happening, a screeching sound of metal came from all directions. The zombies like before reappeared. A shot was fired, but these creatures remained unkillable. What are these things? Amid the chaos, a damaged container released a substance that exploded, providing a brief respite. The technician reached the elevator panel, entered a code, and found it filled with zombies. A teammate was pulled in, and no one helped, resulting in bites in the corridor. Everyone ran for their lives, unaware of a creature escaping its cage. Meanwhile, Alice became separated from the group. While wandering, she reached another lab. The creatures in the cages had escaped. Suddenly, a noise came from behind. A zombie dog appeared in the nearby corridor. She quickly entered a room and closed the door. Just when she thought she was safe, she realized she had jumped from the frying pan into the fire. She instinctively fought back with a flying spin kick. The amnesiac Alice was stunned but wondered if she was a special forces soldier with exceptional skills. Not impossible. She noticed a handgun on the zombie, but the zombie dog outside suddenly crashed through the window. She turned and blocked the dog again, but little did she know this was the gathering place for zombie dogs. She quickly emptied her magazine, instinctively hitting every target, but the dog in the room reappeared. Alice quickly wall ran and killed the dog. At the same time, another man named Alice faced a zombie attack. At a crucial moment, Alice saved him and revealed her true identity. The zombies were her sister. The siblings aimed to gather proof of the Umbrella Corporation's virus research and take down the giant. Her sister claimed to have an informant's help and went to the mansion for the evidence. A sudden change happened in the hive. Alice saw her sister's face on the ground, and memories flashed in her mind. Could she be the informant? Uncertain, she and Alice fled back to the Red Queen's control room under the pursuit of zombies. Surprisingly, Rain and others were present too. The outside was swarming with zombies, leaving no escape. Worse, the mansion's emergency exit was open. In an hour, it would close automatically, preventing a return to the surface. Running out of time, Alice restarted the Red Queen, the only one who knew how to escape. Soon, the Red Queen's hologram reappeared. They learned about the T-virus's horrors, which can resurrect the dead as mindless, bloodthirsty beings. The military secretly worked with Umbrella Corporation to develop a bioweapon, and the virus spreads through blood. Once blood is splattered, it must be addressed. Only a headshot or severing the spinal cord can fully kill a zombie. Led by the Red Queen, they discovered a secret passage. They believed they could escape, but it was also surrounded by zombies. Despite Alice's bravery, the zombies were overwhelming. In desperation, they climbed through the pipes above. But there were too many people, and the pipes began to shake. Ultimately, they couldn't hold on. The technician at the end fell into the zombie horde. Alice jumped onto the duct at the last moment. The technician below, driven by survival instinct, climbed back in but was left behind. Alice wanted to help, but the technician told them to go on and not waste their lives. He pointed the gun at himself, and soon a gunshot was heard. They escaped and reached the T-virus lab, recognizing their surroundings. Segment 1. Memory surfaced. He remembered creating the T-virus and its antibody. Leon could still be saved. He searched his memory, went to the lab, but the locker was empty. Leon was barely holding on. At this moment, Park started to remember. It turned out he was the mysterious person who stole the T-virus. Alice confirmed her sister's role. After overhearing them, she acted quickly, stealing the virus to sell on the black market for a profit and secure a comfortable life. She smashed the virus to escape, creating chaos. The train at the villa entrance was also hit by the Red Queen's toxin, leaving her in a coma. Alice, recovering her memory, sensed something was off with Parks. She attempted to grab the gun but was too slow. Parks wanted to persuade Alice to join him. After all, they had pretended to be a couple before. Segment 2. At the entrance, they pretended to be a couple. Looking back, it was memorable. Alice was not impressed. Suddenly, a zombie appeared from the water. Parks didn't notice at all. He immediately used his gun to fight back, taking down the zombie, then fled. He needed to quickly find the antibody on the train. Soon, he found the backpack, but just as he was about to inject the antibody, a loud noise came. The creature he had escaped from earlier was on the train. Parks didn't expect to die so soon. the lab computer revealed the creature was the Iron Eater, an Umbrella Corporation T-virus experiment. Its terrifying trait was self-evolution after consumption. As the Iron Eater neared, the Red Queen offered a password for another exit, but demanded Leon's death as payment. He had been infected too long for an antibody to save him. Segment 3, he couldn't return. She wouldn't let the virus spread outside. Leon agreed with the Red Queen's choice and wanted Alice to use an axe to behead him. The Iron Eater was about to break in, but Alice couldn't bring herself to do it. Suddenly, the Red Queen's mainframe shut down again, and the iron door opened. The technician was surrounded by zombies but escaped after killing one. Rushing to the train to take the virus antibody, the train went to the villa entrance. Alice injected Leon with the antibody, but the Iron Eater attacked the train, scratching her arm. The technician at the door was unprepared and dragged away by the Iron Eater. The evolved creature broke through the door, ignoring gunfire, and its tongue quickly bound Alice. Segment 4. Alice swiftly pushed a lever to help. She took the opportunity to grab a rod and stab the Iron Eater's tongue, pinning it to the floor above the hatch. Alice quickly opened the hatch. Sadly, the antibody failed because of Leon's long infection, and he had completely mutated. Alice had no choice but to shoot him in the head. She then pressed the hatch button, and it fell, causing intense friction with the tracks, igniting a fierce fire. The smell of grilled squid filled the air, but they couldn't savor it. They finally returned to the villa entrance before the passage closed. At the villa, Alice was ready to inject Edison with the antibody when a group in protective suits burst in and took them both away. Edison's mutation quickly showed black tendrils at the wound. Alice was hospitalized in Raccoon City. The first wave of soldiers had all lost contact. These people were the second wave sent by Umbrella Corporation to investigate the hive. Segment 5. Alice woke up, unsure how long she had been out, her body covered in sensors in a blinding white void. When she left the hospital, the scenes she encountered left her stunned. The entire Raccoon City was in ruins. This story was just beginning.